Okay, it's the second time today I've come up to fill the troughs, and this is a daily thing. Like I say, I do this twice a day, first thing in the morning and last thing in the day. I could use a bigger trough, sure, but the problem there that I found is when you use a bigger trough and it's extremely cold out, you get that big clump of ice, you're not going to break it. It's like a piece of concrete. So I've resorted to these smaller troughs, which allows the cattle to drink the majority of it, leaving the ice easy to break. And they still get, water twice a day. Right here between these two troughs there's 100 gallons. Have 11 head of cattle, so they're not suffering any. What I'll do now is I'll dump this ice out. Try to do it back behind the troughs where the cattle weren't stepping on it and slipping and sliding. I don't need anybody getting a leg injury. And this one here I'll just flip backwards. And now they're set up ready to fill up. Now we have these frost-free water spigots, as you can see here. And I'm set up about 15 feet from these, 10-15 feet from the spigot. And I've learned from last winter, we had the polar vortex of course, but the secret to using the spigot in the winter and not getting a different hose every day is to use a short hose. So I've got about a 15-foot hose here, and every day when I'm done I'll disconnect the hose from the spigot and I'll put it up to my mouth and I'll blow through it until there is no water in the hose. And then I'll screw it back on the spigot for the following day. Here comes Barney. He's ready for me to get him some water, so I better get it pumping. Another good thing about watering twice a day is it gives me a chance to bond with the herd, which builds trust. They get to build their trust in me and see that I'm not going to hurt them. I'm here to help them and help take care of them. And after a few days of coming up to water them and move the feeder around, and they start to build a lot of trust in me, and it makes it easier to call them and get them to follow me into the next paddocks when we have that bond. Oh, Daisy. Daisy. Okay, we've almost got both of them full here. And I'll demonstrate how I do the hose daily, just to make it perfectly clear. And right now we're around 33 degrees, but tonight we're going to drop down around 20, so if I was to not do what I'm about to do, I would have problems in the morning for sure. I don't like problems in my morning. I like nice smooth mornings. Okay, we're going to reach over here and shut the spigot off. Climb through the fence, which I got off. Okay, shut the spigot off. We're going to unscrew the hose. Hear that suction? That's the air sucking back down and draining the spigot. And those drain underground. That's how you're able to use the spigot in the winter. Now if you look down there at the end of the hose, it might have been hard to see, but water came out of the end of that hose. So now I know the hose is completely empty. I can screw it back on here. You can see that's another problem, is if you don't blow through this hose, you leave water in the hose, then the spigot is not able to draw the air to drain back into the ground. So you'll freeze the spigot. So you can create all kinds of problems by not draining the hose. Right now the hose has nothing but air in it. It's ready for morning. I got the log splitter up here to help break the ice. Because there will be days I'll come up, it'll be 5-6 inches thick just the next morning. So we got that taken care of, and just wanted to share that with you. Thanks for watching Organic Farming.